Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got another exciting match for you this evening, this time in the semifinals of the singles call-out tournament. And a very interesting matchup we have here. I believe, yes, this is a rematch. I'm looking at the title of the video right now. This is a rematch of a match that happened many, many years back. Not many, like 3, but in relation to this league's lifespan, it was quite a while ago. Yeah, I think it should be a really good one. We got Jacoby Bancroft going up against Cameron Holzmann. Joining me on the desk today is one Adelaide Spence. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I forgot they played each other. And it being many years back, I think is interesting because Jacoby is a very different player since then. In the past 3 years, Jacoby left, came back, and now that he's here, he has almost completed the cycle in like 6 months. Dude must be exhausted, but he's got a massive fucking brain this season. Holzmann, with maybe the biggest upset of the tournament so far. What the fuck? Chaos. And I'm excited to see whose story continues after tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to see what happens as well. We'll now get right into pre-match interviews, starting with our lower-ranked competitor for this evening, Jacoby Bancroft. Jacoby, you've had, as Adelaide was saying, one hell of a season so far. I mean, you made it to a singles title match earlier in the year in the Platinum Ticket Tournament, and now you're at the cusp of making it to the finals of yet another tournament. What are your thoughts going in against your opponent for this evening, Cameron Holzmann?
I mean, it's kind of exciting and nerve-wracking because, again, Cam is somebody who I faced, again, it was like 3 years ago. And it's weird because, like, I'm a pretty chill player. Like, I don't really, like, if I lose, I kind of, I can brush it off pretty well and just be like, oh, yep, I lost. That was it. But I remember my first loss against Cam was, like, the one that was, like, my most, like, embarrassing loss. Like, I think, like, just, like, ever. Because I think I got my strength and I, like, went very poorly in it. And it was just one that always stuck with me. So it's interesting to be back here. I would prefer to never played Cam again in singles, but that's just not the case. So it could be the same thing as last time. I'm hoping for something different. But either way, it's kind of cool to revisit another player like this and play again. And Cam's having a hell of a run. That's crazy that that he beat well, obviously we know who we beat because we have to watch this match. I was afraid for spoilers. Anyway, yes, I'm excited. I'm talking too much. Let's do this.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck to you. You'll now bring in your opponent for this evening, Mr. Cameron Holzmann. Cameron, like I said, this is a rematch. You got the upper hand on Jacoby last time you faced him, but that was, as we all said, a while ago. So what are your thoughts going into today's match against him?
Yeah, like my last match against Jacoby was a weird match in terms of how it played out. But I managed to come out of that one with the win. But yeah, it's been 3 years. It's been a lot of time for both of us to grow as players. For me to grow as a person, like that's a significant portion of my life ago is 3 years. But no, I think this is going to be an interesting one because Jacoby is a very good competitor. I think we're very similar in some of our film tastes, but also very different in others. And it's been said before, Jacoby always makes for a fun match. And that's more what I wanted. I knew Jacoby more than anything else of the people I could have played in this round would give me a strength that I wouldn't hate.
I know you hated some of them, but not all.
All right. Well, good luck to you as well. We will now get right started with round number 1, which will work like this. It is the standard whiteboard round. Each player will be asked 8 questions in 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards in 15 seconds. Each player has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. And if they get all 8 questions right in this round, they will be asked a bonus question, also worth a point. Any questions before we get started?
No.
Good luck, Cam.
All right.
Good luck to you as well. I'll be nice.
So your first question in round number 1 will come in the category of action/adventure. Who stars as Sergeant Kowalkowski in Police Story?
Very happy you took that question.
Yeah. Kakui? Kakui, in case anyone was wondering. It's a hyphen in there too. Tough one. Cody says in the private chat, did you say cock?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed. I thought you guys were supposed to stop asking inappropriate
Five.
questions.
Yeah,
Four,
Cody, we wouldn't do
3,
that.
2,
I would never
one.
ask that kind of question.
Pens down. We'll go to Cameron first.
Jackie Chan.
And Jacoby?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan is correct.
All right, your second question comes in the category of war. Who directed Three Kings? So I'll say fun fact. On my board, I have it written as Cam versus Jack. The last time that happened, someone's house almost burned down.
That's true. No arson this time, hopefully. Yes.
Jay Burns, where are you?
5,
Come on, like a little milk
4.
carton.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby first.
Is that a David O. Russell movie?
And Cameron?
David O. Russell.
David O. Russell is correct. So then your next question will come in the category of recent releases. Which recent release is about a college professor who starts appearing in the dreams of people around the world?
Have you ever dreamed of people in this community?
No.
No?
That hurts.
No. If Payson were here, you'd have a different answer to that.
I don't need to know what dreams Payson has had.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cameron first.
Dream scenario.
And Jacoby,
I also said dream scenario.
both correct. Staying
We're
tied
gonna
up.
say dream in that question. Next question comes category of the 1970s. Someone with what political position is assassinated that leads to Joseph Frady investigating his death and the witnesses of the event in the parallax view?
So what other word could he have used in that previous
I don't know.
question?
I always think of the question about that Willem Dafoe movie Inside. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yes.
that was phrased perfectly. I don't have
That was
that
really
skill.
Yeah.
Did you use the word within?
I think so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby.
I said senator.
And Cameron?
I think it's the president.
Senator is correct.
Hey.
So that Jacoby takes the 4-3 lead. As we get into your next question in the category of the 2000s. What does the title refer to in Coyote Ugly?
So I will say, apropos of Cody's comment, I have dreamed about matches, but it was before my first title matches. I had a dream that I was playing, and I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot to study. And it was like when you show up to school and just in your underwear, like the same kind of nightmare.
I hear you. I actually had a similar dream to that. I'll share it in a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cameron first.
A bar.
And Jacoby?
A bar.
Both are correct.
Next question in romantic comedies. Matthew Perry and Salma Hayek star in what rom-com?
Yeah, so back in like the 2022 season, before I had any success in this league, I had a dream where I somehow managed to be the champion, and it was like my first defense, and I was getting like every question wrong and just embarrassing myself. It's a bad time.
You just needed to wait a year, and you actually had the time.
5,
It's like you
4,
manifested.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby first.
Is this movie called Fools Rush In?
And Cameron?
I've studied it, but I could not remember the name of it.
Fools Rush In is correct. So with that, Jacoby extends his lead now 6-4.
Your penultimate question. That is your question.
It is mine, yes. In the category of actors and actresses, Orson Welles, Laurence Olivier, and Lawrence Fishburne have all played what Shakespeare character?
Have you ever shooken a spear?
No. That's
You
it.
watched
No more banter.
You watched Deadliest Warrior, like the TNT show?
Oh, I have actually. I was
That show
obsessed with that
rocks.
show as a kid.
I played the game on PS3, which was just like shitty Mortal Kombat. Shit rocked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cameron first.
We watched the non-blackface one in English class, Othello.
And Jacoby?
Othello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Othello is correct. So 7-5, and I believe if Jacoby gets this next question right, you will have a perfect round.
Absolutely. Your final question in classics.
Fuck. Sorry.
You haven't heard the question yet.
Yeah, sorry.
Cleo from 5 to 7 is set in what European city?
Fuck. Now I can say it. European city. Cleo.
What was I going to say? I had something planned.
7.
You can say one of the numbers in the title.
I could say, nah. I'm just gonna call it a day on banter for the rest of this match. 5, 4, 3.
Damn it. So close.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby first.
I guessed Paris.
And Cameron?
Don't count yourself out, Jacoby. Paris.
Paris is correct. So with that, Jacoby has earned himself a perfect round, so he will be asked a bonus question.
Is that my first one? Can you, I guess you don't have those stats.
I don't know.
I think you would know, so probably.
I should know. Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so your bonus question. Rampage, 300, and Thor Ragnarok all feature what kind of animal?
What?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's repeat that.
One. Right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. Rampage, 300, and Thor Ragnarok all feature what kind of animal?
I should know this from
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll say gorilla.
So unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for wolf.
Oh yeah, the big wolf thing. Yeah.
What's great is you could be describing two of those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. I was just thinking of the dragon at the beginning of like Thor Ragnarok.
Right.
I'm like, that's not an animal.
So motorcycle. Okay. So coming out of round number 1, the score I have is Jacoby in the lead 8-6 as we get into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round, so each player will get the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they will be answering questions in. If they don't like the category they spin the first time, they can spin a second time, but they must keep whatever category it lands on then. 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point, and stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are 21st century live action musicals, which is Cameron's strength, as well as directed by Richard Linklater, which is Jacoby's strength, as well as the general categories of animation, recent releases, horror, comedy, war, Oscars, and that is it. So Jacoby, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
People defer. Let's defer.
All right, so Cameron, this will be your first spin. You land on the category of recent releases. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
This is the one I was most middle on. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. So, Adelaide, you want to give Cameron his questions in recent releases?
Yeah, sure. All right, first question, recent releases. In Joyride, what song does the gang perform when they are pretending to be a K-pop group? Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, WAP, B, Butter, C, Single Ladies, or D, Shake It Off?
I should have trusted myself. WAP.
That is correct for 1 point. Second question.
We also would have accepted. No, never mind. Go ahead.
You thought I was answering that. You're crazy.
All right. Second question. Who directed Exorcist the Believer?
David Gordon Green.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Well, Cameron, your third question. Talk to Me is set in what country?
Australia.
Correct for 2 points. In The Holdovers, Angus convinces Mr. Hunnam to take him and Mary on a trip to what U.S. city?
I think I know it, but I'll go multiple choice.
Okay. Options are A, New York City, B, Boston, C, Chicago, or D, Philadelphia.
Boston.
That is correct for 1 point.
I should trust myself more.
Final question. Who plays Adam's mother in All of Us Strangers?
Claire Foy.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right. So now coming out of Cameron's round, I now have him in the lead 14-8. Is that what you have, Adelaide?
Yes.
All right. Then we'll bring back the wheel for what will be Jacoby's spin.
Opponent's choice. Opponent's choice.
Don't put that evil on me. Oh, stop, please!
Unfortunately, your opponent has summoned opponent's choice.
Voodoo.
So, Cameron,
Jacoby, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. Oscars.
I get it. I get you.
all right. So then I will be reading your questions in the category of Oscars, Jacoby. Your first question. What Oscar did Road to Perdition win?
Was this even a Fandom movie that I should probably know?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, Best Cinematography, B, Best Sound, C, Best Original Score, or D, Best Art Direction.
Oh, this is going to go downhill fast. Best cinematography.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. How many times has Francis Ford Coppola been nominated for Best Director? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5.
There's 4 solid options. Maybe sneak in one more time, but I'm not sure. I think
5,
let's go with
4, 3.
Let's go with 4.
That is correct for
Hey.
1 point.
You could say 2. 2 is if you want. Not that. I know you want to.
I almost said it, but no.
Yeah.
All right. Your next question. What was the most recent film that was not nominated for Best Picture to win Best International Feature?
Not. I hate these wordy ones. Okay. I mean, no. Good question. Not nominated for.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, Another Round, B, The Worst Person in the World, C, A Fantastic Woman, or D, Perfect Days.
Can I hear a repeat of everything, please?
Sure. That is your second repeat. Your question again. What was the most recent film that was not nominated for Best Picture to win Best International Feature?
And then with the options.
Oh,
as
with
well.
the options too. Yeah, my bad. Is it A, another round, B, the worst person in the world, C, a fantastic woman, or D, perfect days?
Perfect days.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Cameron for the 1 point steal. Is it A, another round, B, the worst person in the world, C, a fantastic woman, or D, perfect days?
I believe it's another round.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. So then your penultimate question in this category. What film won Best Picture for films released in 1956? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
Right. Your options are A, Tom Jones, B, The Greatest Show on Earth, C, Gigi, or D, Around the World in 80 Days.
Greatest show on earth.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Cameron for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Tom Jones, B, The Greatest Show on Earth, C, Gigi, or D, Around the World in 80 Days?
Around the World in 80 Days?
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
It's like, I know it's not Tom Jones. That's all I
All right, so then your final question in this category, Jacoby. Bryan Cranston was nominated for Best Lead Actor once and lost to what actor?
Ooh. Yeah, I know he was nominated for. No idea what year that was in.
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice, please.
2. Your options are A, Matthew McConaughey, B, Eddie Redmayne, C, Leonardo DiCaprio, or D, Casey Affleck.
Ooh, they're all around that same time. No idea. Is this around? There's that one. Eddie Redmayne.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Cameron for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Matthew McConaughey, B, Eddie Redmayne, C, Leonardo DiCaprio, or D, Casey Affleck?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And that is correct for the 1 point steal. So then the score as I have it coming out of round number 2, I have Cameron now in the lead 17 to Jacoby's 10. Is that what you have, Adelaide?
Yes.
All right, so then we will get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. So how it will work is we will be going back and forth drafting categories, starting with the player in the lead. Once a category is drafted, it cannot be drafted by your opponent. Once all categories are drafted, the player behind will answer questions until they take the lead, and you will choose which category you'd like for what point value. And we will go until we have a mathematical winner or if we run out of questions. So the categories that they can draft from today are fandom, animation, recent releases, family, action/adventure, musicals, 2000s, and coming of age /teen. So we'll let them pick their categories right now, and we will be right back. All right, we're back. The players have selected their categories. We will start with Jacoby since he is down. So what category would you like for your 1-pointer?
I'll do musicals for one.
All right. So Adelaide, since I read Jacoby's questions in round 2, why don't you read him his questions in round 3?
All right, your 1-pointer, Jacoby. Who plays Henry Higgins in My Fair Lady?
I'm blanking on that guy's name. It's
5, 4,
not worth the
3,
repeat.
2.
No.
Looking for Rex Harrison.
Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't remember that guy.
All right, what would you
He's
like
not
to
worth remembering, according to me.
I was thinking Texas. Texas was in my head. That's why I was like, right. I'll do fandom for 2.
Okay. Your 2-point question. In how many DCEU films does Michael Shannon appear?
Okay. Three.
That's correct for 2 points.
Ooh, you're in trouble now.
All right, so now
Okay.
we're in a situation where Jacoby needs to hit both his 3 and his 4-pointer to stay alive in the game.
What would you like next?
Let's do action adventure for 3.
All right, your 3-pointer in action adventure. The Templar Treasure is a book that can be found in what adventure film?
Five, 4, 3,
Let's repeat that.
2.
All right, your final repeat. The Templar Treasure is a book that can be found in what adventure film?
Is a book that can be found. Is that maybe I could be way off here, but I guess it kind of fits. I think there were Templars in this. National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets. Oh.
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. You had the right movie. Unfortunately,
What's the first one?
It's in National Treasure Book of Secrets, but we can't accept National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets.
That's a bummer.
Really tough. Yeah, but
Yeah, sucks.
yeah, sorry. It happened in a match that we also filmed recently, and I felt bad about it. But
This happened yesterday.
all right,
Hey, you changed
post-match
rules at the
interviews.
beginning. Let's change that. Let's change that rule as well. Like, I think that one should be like a group.
Whoever's controlling the stream yard, we're going to post-match interviews now. Thank you. All right, Jacoby. Listen, it was a bit of a rough luck, I think, there with the wheel spins. I mean, Oscars is a category that not many people like, and the people that do like it know it extremely well. So Cameron was able to pick up on the steals there, but you played one hell of a game up until that point. Like round 1, you had a phenomenal showing, getting, I believe, was your first perfect round 1. Like, that's very impressive stuff. And yeah, it was just some bad luck, I think, on the wheel spin, and really unfortunate slip up on the last question. I feel very bad not being able to award the points, but I got to stick by with precedent. So how do you feel overall about your run in the tournament?
First of all, Dylan, yes, you specifically should feel horrible. I hold you personally responsible for all of this. And if we have an upcoming match or anything like that, the fury is coming, my friend. No, but it was good, and that's true. I played a good round 1, but that was probably to my detriment. Because if you look at how I play normally, which is I'm usually down coming out of round 1, and then I'm usually told, and then I usually spin first because I get deferred to. Like, that's been like my pattern, I think, for a majority of my matches. So if I would have followed suit and done what I'd normally done, then it would have been switched. I would have got the recent releases, and then Cam would have got opponent's choice. So like that's. But that's the way it goes, right? So it shows that kids don't ever try hard, right? Like if things are going well for you, it's a lie. So just remember that, kids. It's good. I'm happy to have played Cam. I'm glad to have sucked at a category that I knew I was going to suck at, and not one that I thought I would do well at and then bomb. So I count that as progress. I'm glad Cam's moving on, and I hope he continues to the top.
Yeah, well, listen, with how you've been playing recently, you have improved your record to now being one of the higher-ranked competitors we have here, which is very impressive. You've, really just had a killer year so far, and, yeah, I think this was still a very solid run in this tournament overall, making it to round number 3, very impressive stuff. But when you return, is there anyone who you'd be wanting to face in particular?
No, I guess not. No. I was about to say, but call it Joseph, Joseph, to see how he does, but I don't want to play him, ever, or anybody else really in this tournament. Nope. Give me someone good, please.
All right, sounds good. Well, congrats again on a great run in the tournament. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll bring in the first place finisher for this evening, Cameron Holzmann, headed to the finals. How does that feel?
It's a bit of a mixed feeling. I'm very excited to go in the finals. Like this match ending the way it did, I hate that that's how this played out.
Me too.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, yeah, it's one of those small things where, like, as much as I'm, yeah, like I feel good. It's nice to have won. I want to point out, it's weird how in some ways very similar to our last match this was with me and Jacoby, because our last match Jacoby was up out of round 1. I spun first, took a category that was neither.
He was also up by 2
and did okay, and then Jacoby spun, and all of a sudden things switched, and then and I believe the last time he spun spinner's choice instead of opponent's choice was how it happened. So like, these are 2 very similar matches on paper. So that's just a weird thing of like, perhaps me and Jacoby are doomed to, like, every time we play exist in this cycle forever and ever. Maybe that's just how things go. But I feel good. Yeah, I didn't trust myself on both of the round 2 questions I went to multiple choice on, but both of them I had the answer in my head, but was like, hey, I'm not confident because it was U.S. geography and I knew it was a woman rap song, and I don't listen to rap music. So I was like, let's go multiple to figure those out. And then, yeah, like, opponents, it truly is a thing where, like, if Oscars is on the wheel and anyone that isn't like that either isn't like first name Kaleb or is Cameron Redshaw, you're probably gonna throw Oscars their way. Jacoby still worked his way through it quite well, I think. But yeah, I was able to get some steals and put it away. Yeah, it's very fun playing Jacoby. I'm excited to see where I go next. I hate how it ended, but I digress.
Yeah, well, since you're now in the finals, unfortunately, you don't get to call anyone out this time. We know exactly who you'll be playing. You'll be facing the winner of the match, the other semifinals match, Nazario Montenegro versus Amaru Moses. So, of those 2 players, who would you like to face?
This is a weird one. Because at the end of my last match, I had the chance to call people out, and I put Jacoby before all of those people. And so that's how it ended up working out. It's interesting because I've never played Rue before. Rue is solid, is a really good Fandom player, and now is showing his mettle here in Melee to an insane degree. And like has pulled off some crazy upsets in this tournament so far. And I think it'd be very interesting to play him because we are very different people. I played Nazario once in round 1 of a tournament 2-3 years ago. I think 2 years ago. And that went to sudden death. And so I think it'd be interesting now if we played again in the finals of a tournament to see where that goes. Either way, I welcome whoever's here. This is the first time I've ever made it to the finals of any tournament in any division here. Except for FANZONE. FANZONE is the only...
I thought you made it to teams in 2021, but that could be wrong.
I don't know. No, Koho and I lost to Concept before in the semis.
Okay. They played in the triple threat thingy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it would be, and like, it's a big thing where I've been playing for, it'll be 4 years in like September, I think. And I've never played for the singles title. And so this next match is like, I've only had one legit bona fide contenders match really. And this would be my second, and I really hope I can finally seal it and at least get my chance to play for that belt.
All right, sounds good. Well, yeah, it should be an interesting match when that comes out. So yeah, good job today. I'm awkward. Sorry. Take Cameron off screen. Adelaide, this is a good match. What do you think?
Yeah, that hurt. That sucks.
Yeah.
But, it happens. Sometimes things are finicky, and it sucks. But, that's sort of how the rules are going to work. The only thing diminishes what Jacoby was able to do today. He got a perfect round. Good on you. Played better than Cam in one round, and he got opponent's choice. Fuck. And he added a number. Fuck. That was Jacoby's favorite word today as well. It's just, what are you going to do? But both of them going to move on to bigger and better things. Cameron to play in a number one contender match. Jacoby to probably win his next match. He's pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes the game can be very cruel. It is what it is. But yeah, great match. Great job from both competitors. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the writers, showrunners, players, specifically Cameron and Jacoby. Thank you to Adelaide for co-hosting. And we'll see y'all in the next one. I hope we have the outro clip loaded up.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
If it takes
Bye-bye.